Beatles, I've got a feeling. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone?
Good.
Good, yeah?
I went right to bed when I got home last night like a big boy.
Nice.
I was in bed by midnight.
Wow, that's like so late for me. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I can't go to bed any earlier. That to me, if I go to bed by 12, like I almost started a fucking... I'm caught up on The Walking Dead. I'm not caught up on Transparent. So I almost watched it. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like almost 12 o'clock. Go to bed.
What's Transparent? Is that
the Jeffrey Tambor show?
You're still watching that thing?
Yeah,
huh?
I go through it slowly because then I was getting back into The Walking Dead and I wanted to catch up before anyone blew it.
Right.
It was very good.
What's going on with that Jeffrey Tambor show?
You know, it's...
Is it dragging?
No, it's well done, but I find myself not liking... Oh, I didn't catch that. I'm answering literally. Well, technically, no, the dragons.
Just moving along at a decent pace.
Right.
I don't like some of the other cast members, but I don't think they're good actors. I don't like the characters.
I want to get him back in here.
I don't know.
He's coming back in.
I'll talk to him again.
Yes. Now that Jimmy's watching the show, and I'll certainly watch a couple episodes finally.
Certainly.
Yes, I had promised him that, but he still hasn't booked an appearance.
I know. Very well acted, though.
Yeah. I guess I'll take a look at that. I don't know. Whatever. How was Colin's thing last night?
It was good. It was yes, it was. It was at Caroline's like 7 o'clock, and it was fun, man. We watched 5 episodes
of Cop Show.
Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes each. Really, really a long evening. No, they were very short. I think the longest one might have been the first one, which has Seinfeld in it, which is like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Which is the official pilot, I think.
That's the pilot, yeah. And they showed other episodes with Jim Gaffigan, who's great. Mm-hmm. One with Amy. One with Jim Norton, and one with Pat Cooper, who was there.
Oh, nice. How's Pat?
He's good. He's good. We chatted a bit. He asked about you. He asked how we were doing.
Yeah.
You know, Amy showed up. Seinfeld showed up. Anthony Cumia showed up.
Nice.
I shouldn't probably list him with Seinfeld, but that's probably the wrong order to list those in. Amy, Seinfeld, Anthony. But it was good. Voss was there with Bonnie.
Right.
You know, it was
Steve Guttenberg.
No way, really?
Yeah, he was. He walked by you like a whole bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen him naked too.
Okay.
What?
It's just so much information.
I'm just adding to the conversation, Sam. That's what you do at a radio show.
No, you're right.
I mention his name, and I have something on him. I've seen him naked.
From the police academies?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it. What's he look like now?
Well, he's hung pretty...
That's not what he was talking about.
What?
No, I'd actually rather know about his cock than
You probably have seen him naked and you don't even know it. He's in our locker room naked at times. So yeah, that guy. I've seen him naked. He's got a piece.
Yeah,
Sam,
I know
he's got
his
a big
face
piece.
though. I'm sure I've seen him before.
He was pretty famous back in the day.
Yeah, very much.
Very famous in I would say the 80s, early 90s. And then maybe he faded away a little bit. Still doing things, but I think he was in Short Circuit, right, Sammy?
Yes.
Did a little Short Circuit, did the Police Academy movies. What else?
I'm sure there's other stuff.
Yeah.
He was a big star in the 80s.
He's a good guy, too.
Who's that girl from American Pie that just kept flirting with me? Who is it?
Well, she said hello to you.
Oh.
Ooh, who was
Shannon
flirting?
Elizabeth.
Was flirting with Jim Norton.
Well, maybe it was just we got introduced and she was polite.
Yeah.
I like to exaggerate.
Just polite?
Yeah, no, she was nice. I didn't recognize her from I don't know that movie because I've never seen it.
But it was after the episodes had aired. It was on the way out.
Yeah.
So she did tell Jim that he had done very well.
Oh, so she recognized that you were the same guy she just saw.
Well, yeah, because because as we were talking, I was pointing at the screen. I'm going, guess who was just up there, babe?
That's me.
She was cute though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's super hot.
And there's good food there. Caroline's always has good food. They don't play games. Fried, they were walking around outside, and we walked into the showroom to sit down. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to. I knew they were going to show my episode, so I wanted to find a corner to sit in, like a real place of shame. And they had food in that room too. Really good food.
Nice.
I shoved a lot of fucking fried shrimp.
Well,
and little fucking spring rolls. And I had a nice seltzer. Really, I'm a boring storyteller, but the food was awesome.
I'm sure
it was good to see Carl.
And I'm sure I was missed, so I'll...
Well, people did ask about you.
Oh, yes, they did.
And by people, I mean Sam and me. I said to Sam, where's Opie? So
I was supposed to go, and then I got, tied up. Not 50 Shades of Grey tied up, Sam.
Well, it's a little
wish.
salty, that movie.
Yeah.
I was a bit tied up with some things.
It's like every S&M relationship I've had. You know, I take her on my private plane, and then I spank her. Ugh. Fucking cornball city.
I don't
It's a
even,
fantasy.
Exactly.
I don't even know that much about the movie.
I've heard the ending. I won't blow it for people. Not that they care, but it's a story about a rich Mr. Gray. I think he works for Gray Enterprises. Just real douchey stuff. And he's a dominant, but he's a rich dominant. And he takes this girl, and she works for him, but I guess he's like into tying up and whatever.
Spanking.
Yeah, but he's has
Ball
a plane.
gags?
The book was.
Does she do a ball gag in the movie?
Probably not. Does she?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie. The book was originally a Twilight fan fiction.
Really?
Yeah, like the characters from Twilight. This lady wrote a fan fiction
I didn't know that.
where the two of them had an S&M relationship.
Yeah.
And then she just changed the characters around a little bit
Really?
and turned it into this book that everybody bought.
And now
Let's go to
she's-
see it, bud.
I'm not going to go see 50 Shades of Grey with you, chick.
we should all go. Why don't we all go see 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah,
Just
go
all
check
us
it out.
men together.
Yes, men,
What the fudge? Leave the
men.
ladies at home.
Yeah.
No, that's a
I know.
wrong movie.
I do want to see it though.
I know the end of the movie.
Yeah.
What happens?
She just rubs her hiney and the credits start rolling. That's it.
That's it.
It's
Oh, that's
really,
cool.
really a letdown. The end.
Yeah, she has to go to the hospital because he was inspired by one guy, one jar, and he shoved a jar in her asshole and it broke.
Remember the jar
Yes,
video?
yes. 50 Shades of Grey, one shade of crimson. A fucking bleeding anus.
That jar video's got to be, I would say, almost 8 years old. That was horrific.
Yeah, it's
I don't need to see it again. But for the people out there, I think it's called One Man, One Jar.
The worst part is the sound of the jar breaking
Right.
in his asshole.
Right.
But you can tell he's done stuff like that before. He didn't panic the way I would have. He just picked.
No, I don't need to see this again.
Well, let's just play the audio for the people. It's really good audio quality. He's an awful dick, a gut.
And he's just.
Guys, have you seen this?
You've seen one
Yes, I
One Man,
filmed
One
it.
Jar?
Yes, absolutely.
He's just squatting, trying to get the jar
Yeah,
in his hiney,
like right there.
trying to clean it up for the
He just gets so
the
greedy.
people.
He gets,
He did get greedy. You're absolutely.
and it got all the way in and broke.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's the worst part is the sound.
Yeah, and now
That's all in his asshole, by the way.
he's just trying to get the jar out without panicking. Everyone else would be panicking right
I'm
now.
panicking now when I've seen this. I
And now
know
he's
how
just-
it ends.
Now he's just taking pieces out. You think this is a real video?
Oh yeah.
He's got to be high.
He's got to be high. No shit, Mars.
No, I don't know about that. You might be, but some people are just fucking twisted. You can close it. That's
I would imagine he's
Getting
on
hungry.
something that he's keeping that calm.
Unless he's just so sexually revved up.
unless that's happened before or he doesn't mind that.
Like,
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Why would he upload that? Like that. Don't forget that he's also up. That had to be uploaded. So he didn't. He probably gave himself an enema after he got the glass out and just fucking went off.
He uploaded it because you don't see his face.
Yeah, but I guess you don't do the jar trick for the first time
No.
on camera.
No, of course not.
He's a professional.
So where do the people go to see Cop Show? Because they weren't lucky enough to go to the big premiere last night at Caroline's to see the first 5 episodes.
L Studios.
L Studios.
lstudios.com, I think. Is that, can we make sure that that's
I don't
right?
know. I think you got to add production or something in there,
Maybe.
if I remember correctly.
Or just go to Colin's Twitter. I'm sure you'll be able to find it.
Let's see. Are you? I think we got to add something else in there.
I'll bet there's a bunch of.
Oh no, you're right. Okay.
lstudio.com.
lstudio.com, and it's the first thing that shows up right there.
Yeah.
You could see the pilot with Seinfeld so far. When do these episodes go up?
I think every week, so probably
No, I know every
tomorrow
week,
there'll
but
be another
okay.
one.
Oh, they're probably gonna save mine for like almost last. I understand.
Season finale.
Yeah, like the big teaser.
Nice.
Hey, by the way, they should see some red carpet photos. I bet there's a bunch of red carpet photos from the
Think so?
Cop Show event.
Where do you go to see red carpet?
You just
photos?
Google them. You can find them on Getty.
You know,
No, they got Oscar photos.
Oh, that's right. That's probably the priority.
Let's see. Cop Show. Nope.
Colin Quinn Cop Show.
Nope. Maybe they're not up
Up
there
yet.
yet.
Yes.
Colin Quinn. If you put Colin Quinn in the Getty images, that must.
is it right?
That's it.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
get them right up.
Oh, here you go. You got Seinfeld waving with his glasses on, with a very safe hat. There's no logo on his hat. What's that about? Is that the
Probably an
new trend?
expensive hat.
No, you got Seinfeld smiling. You got Amy Schumer. You got Pat Cooper. You got that guy. There's
Jeffrey
that guy again.
Jeffrey Gurian's
Jeffrey
there.
Gurian.
Oh God, I love
Pat
him.
Cooper. There's a that's
Look who's happy.
Ooh, Jimmy Norton.
oh, smiling boy.
You got this red carpet thing figured out, Jimmy.
Yes, avoid it. I hate doing them. I get too
That
embarrassed.
broad, I hate her. She's one of the housewives of New York.
Is she?
Ramona, I think. God,
Oh, I took a picture with her. Someone, yeah, that's right. Me, her, and
she seems to be crazy.
yeah, she was nice.
That's the chick from American Pie, Jimmy. That sort of knew you.
No, she had no idea who I was. She was introduced to me by Morris, who was like the producer.
Right.
She's very, very pretty.
Who else do we got?
I want to give her a hug.
What?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Just a pretty girl.
Wait, I've seen her before.
Yeah, she looks like someone who'd be interested in me.
Yeah, absolutely.
so.
I was kind of thinking that.
You don't think so, Sam?
Here you go.
There's Steve
There's your boy.
Gutenberg.
And Sam.
Seen him nude.
Okay, you made that clear.
What? I think it's a big deal when you see celebrities nude in person.
I've seen Colin nude.
Is that it for the photos?
It's only for Getty. There might be other. Amy looks
Amy
good.
Schumer looks great.
There might be other ones up from other photo services.
Right. Okay. All right.
Getty only takes one of me typically, but I'm lucky I'd get that. To be
See
honest.
more. Let's go to the see
Hey.
more section.
Of her.
Nope.
Oh.
That's it. All right.
Fucking pretty girl.
Well, please go to lstudio.com and check out the Cop Show by Colin Quinn. You can see the pilot right now with Seinfeld.
Chip was there, and he embarrassed the young lady that he was with.
Oh, God.
Really?
Very much so.
Yeah, with Jen. Jen came with me.
What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What happened?
Well, she was, there was adult beverages there.
Yes, there were.
And so after having like a seltzer, she had one beverage.
One adult beverage?
One glass of wine.
Uh-oh.
And just as the room got quiet,
Yeah.
you heard one voice go, "You're drinking too much." And we were in the back, so the entire front of Caroline's turned around to look at what was going on.
Yeah, Chip's always worried she's an alcoholic.
And she just turned beet red.
Yeah, she was really annoyed. You're drinking too much.
Were people laughing?
No, they didn't. I mean, he was. But they didn't know.
Because they don't know the voice?
No.
Some of the people there?
Yeah, I was dying, but nobody understood. Everybody, because that's the thing when Chip's in public.
Yeah.
People don't understand Chip, and they think he's a real person.
He's an asshole, yeah.
Who's getting upset about things.
Oh, that's funny.
And embarrassing this poor woman who's having one glass of wine.
Yeah, she hates that. No one wants to be told they're drinking too much in front of other people. It's just embarrassing.
What happened with Roland? I hear he canceled his big...
He was supposed to come with me. Him and I were going to hit the event together.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't want to tell his story.
Is he here? I got a note that says Roland canceled on the Cop Show premiere at the last minute. His story is insanity. Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's given me, as I said, he's given me corroborating evidence, so I don't mean to say that he's fibbing, but it was a ridiculous story, and if it's true, it's even more ridiculous.
Well, he's coming down the hall right now, so
Yeah.
let's see what this is about. By the way, we got Judy Gold coming in today. Very happy that she's coming back to the show. Roland, why didn't you go to the Cop Show premiere?
I locked myself out of my apartment.
You locked yourself out of the apartment? Is that mic working?
No, it's off.
I know.
Yeah, that mic's not working, Roland. So maybe you move over.
Well, the lucky thing is that the Cop Show premiere wasn't in your apartment, so you still could have gotten to it.
Well, yeah. What do you mean you were locked?
I was locked out. I left my keys in my apartment.
So?
You
I know, but I had to call.
You don't live in Caroline's. You could have still went there.
I know, but to get back in, though, I had to wait. I had to call my landlord, who's in Miami, and ask if one of her friends are in the building to let me in, so I could climb the fire escape to get in my apartment.
You were climbing a fire escape last night?
Yeah, it's icy too, and there was no. It's an old one where there's no safe boundaries there.
Right.
So I slipped a few times, and there are 3 stories. And then she yelled, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I think so."
So you had to get into your neighbor's apartment where the fire escape is?
Yeah, go through her window, then go 3 stories, and Jack opened my window, and then climb back up to give her like her little butter knife. They climb back down.
Why'd you have to climb back up and give her a butter knife instead of just getting your keys, opening the door, and going up the steps?
Right.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I am a dumbass.
Wait. Took an extra couple trips on the fire escape?
Wait a minute. Your story's falling apart. So you go through her window to the fire escape and go 3 stories up on
down.
the fire escape.
Yeah,
down. Okay, down.
Yeah. Open, because my window was a little open, but it was so cold.
So now you get into your apartment where the keys are.
Well, I lifted up the window, and then once the window was up, I went back up to give her her knife, and then came back down.
But why wouldn't you go in your apartment, grab the keys, and just do it like a normal person?
Because I was even thinking. I was so cold and pissed off because I knew I was going to miss food and booze.
Right.
And that's sad. I missed the festivities.
He did miss the festivities. And I do have...
Did you fall or anything?
Almost. And she goes, if you fall, she goes, if you hurt yourself, I'll call 911. I'm like, oh, great.
Right.
But I was just a few slips, but I made it.
He did send me a screenshot of a text message that he has with his neighbor.
Yeah.
Or no, with his landlord.
Right.
Who's telling him who to call. And then he does say that, yes, he climbed in Batman style.
And then I saw the voice.
Are you sure it was Batman?
No. Yeah. Well, the neighbor was worried. She didn't think I was suited to climb the stairs.
Suited. Right.
Yeah, she goes, "You're not very athletic, are you?" I was like, no.
What were you wearing?
She asked me how was the game. I was like, I don't know. I was all decked out in Brooklyn.
What time was the voice on?
8 o'clock.
So you still had time to go to Caroline's.
But it started at 7. I
So?
got in around 7:30. I didn't want to go in late.
You sneak in late. Hang out in the back of the room.
Well, if I knew there was steaks, I would totally win.
Yeah, I did text him to let him know there was a nice dinner afterwards that he had missed out on as well, which I think that one upset him.
Yeah, I was all excited watching Team Blake, and then he said, "I'm having steaks." I'm like, I was hungry too.
Blake.
It was good.
All right, and we're happy you're safe.
Oh, and Harvey's coming next week from Suits.
Who's Harvey?
What Suits?
I don't know what this Suits show is that he keeps pushing down
Nobody
our throats.
No.
It's a monumental bomb.
Except for Roland. Are they paying you to get them on like radio shows or something?
I wish I would get.
You really like this show Suits, and I don't know one person that watches it.
There's a few.
Who?
They get like a couple million people a week watching Suits.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. There's no way.
They do.
No, they
It's
don't.
in the press releases.
In the press releases.
Yes.
So you pulled yourself up on a fire escape.
How many stories did you have to go up the fire escape?
It's like 3.5. It sucked. I'm way out of shape too.
No.
I know. I know.
And then you went back down to give her the keys and then went back up?
Yeah.
You went back up again?
What keys did you take when you left the apartment? Because you texted me and you were like, oh, I grabbed the wrong set of keys and now I'm locked out.
There's another set of keys where you open the downstairs to do your laundry and that. And they look the same.
But why wouldn't you just put it all on one keychain?
That's a good
Because
question.
she told me if you keep it separate, you'll never get confused. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I got confused.
But
You'll never get confused.
what? Who cares if you got confused? If you had the laundry key? Like, oh, that's the laundry key.
Well, because there's 2 laundry keys, one for the door to open to a laundry, and there's another door.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, you got confused in the end.
Yeah. All as well.
All right. There's Roland. He's all safe and sound. Let me say hi to Christy in New York. Christy, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey.
I have a huge issue with Erock today because he blocked me on Twitter.
What?
Yeah. And I didn't even do anything.
Is that the one I got involved with last night?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny about that? So this girl, Christy, she seems to be a good gal.
Yeah.
Seems to be a big fan of most of us. So she told me that Erock blocked her, and she said it was a misunderstanding. So I actually texted Erock and said, hey, could you do me a solid and unblock her? And Erock didn't write me back.
Wow.
Why didn't you write me
Really?
back? Maybe I shouldn't have gotten involved with that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
What'd she do?
Whoa.
Well, you should have
I
told
didn't
me.
do anything.
But Erock, you should have wrote me back and said, look, couldn't you have written me back and said, no, I'm not unblocking her?
Well, also, I woke up later that evening. It didn't make sense to even text you back on it.
I wrote Erock, can you unblock at Christy, KRISTI_Forbes? She said she was caught in a crossfire. She's devastated. And Erock did not write me back. So now I look like a fool.
Well, he knew that he could tell you to go fuck yourself with no words.
I kind of got that impression. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I usually don't get involved with that whole, could you help me have someone, unblock me? I usually don't, but
you had a heart for.
And now I know why I don't get involved, because it's too personal. What did you do to Erock?
What did I do?
Do you know what she did, Erock?
I know what she did.
You do?
Yeah. Yesterday morning, look, I have this whole thing with the Slabo stuff.
Oh, my God.
She knows what she did.
Yes, she wasn't caught in a crossfire. She blatantly posted something yesterday morning. I went, fuck this.
What was it, Eric?
She posted that the... Shut up.
Whoa. And you blocked me 8 hours later.
No, I didn't.
I see the tweet.
Yes, you did.
I'm not... No, you're still blocked. I did not unblock you.
Blocked.
So I know.
I'm saying that you blocked me hours after that. And I never even tagged you in that. You're being a little baby by assuming that I was talking about you.
Well, don't pull that Opie shit. That Slavo does not mean
holy
reference to me.
Well, I mean, if the fans want to make the connection, I certainly have never made the connection past the...
You have, when I wasn't here and you said Slavo's not in today.
You were referring to Eric Nagel that day.
Not anymore, though, because I don't want him to,
because he's here.
Expect a taste from the T-shirt sales that are going swimmingly.
You could help him out a little bit.
The one T-shirt is selling swimmingly.
And
that's because everybody enjoys making fun of Erock the way you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Erock, you don't like being called. You don't like being called. You don't like being called that.
No, I don't. She's.
How did you find it? Here the tweet just says special guest : Slavo.
Yeah, you don't. Erock doesn't like that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't think you were caught in the crossfire. I see the tweet. It says special guest Slavo.
I don't even know what crossfire she was talking about because she was already blocked by that point.
You were tagging me and stuff and tagging you.
Oh, well.
So it didn't make sense. And you weren't, I wasn't blocked at like 5:30 when you started doing your Net the Toys contest again.
Yeah, and that's another thing. She was complaining all weekend because when I was giving away stuff, she didn't win anything.
So... How are you caught in the crossfire if it says special guest Slavo? Who would be Slavo?
I didn't know that why would you block me about that hours later? That's what I don't understand.
It wasn't hours later. It was actually during the show yesterday.
How did you see the tweet if your name's not on it?
Then how did I see the tweet?
I don't remember how I saw it, but I saw it and I said fuck this and I blocked it.
Hey, man. Larry King said I had clout.
Why are we even talking about this? This is a non-issue.
It's an issue.
Well, now I look like a fool.
Well,
Larry King said I have clout. I don't have any clout. I can't even get Erock to unblock, one lousy listener's Twitter.
I'm a lousy listener?
No, I don't mean it like that.
He said it.
It's very sensitive.
Yeah, you are very sensitive. Don't attack me. I'm trying to help you.
I know.
Larry King also said you were evasive, and this is you not evading the issue.
No, I decided to get right in there. Dig in and take care of the situation. And Erock doesn't write me back.
No. He's like, careful. He's like, careful. At Opie Radio's next on the block list.
I kind of like that you didn't write me back. I'm twisted in that way. I respect that, Erock, that you ignored my request. All right. Well, I tried, Christy.
All right, thank you, Opie. I appreciate it.
All right. I don't know what to tell you. There's no hope, huh, Erock?
No, I'm good.
Well, she called him Slavo. I mean, that's a pretty direct hit. That's not crossfire.
Well, we said there was going to be a special guest, and then she says Slavo, but, like...
Slavo's on every day.
Well, if you're referring to Erock, which I'm not... Roland just walks in and calls him Slavo. that wouldn't make sense because that person would be here every day.
You talking about Slabo?
No, if you want to refer to it in that way, sure.
Oh.
But a special guest means somebody that hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah, I think that strikes me as somebody who just wanted to...
Or someone that has never been on the show, which would be a surprise.
Yes.
Not special, it was a surprise guest.
I love
actually.
surprise guests.
Yeah, that was fun yesterday with Joe Piscopo.
Yes, it was.
All right, well, I tried.
Joe blew the surprise, though.
On Twitter.
He didn't know.
He did not know.
Jersey Joe didn't know.
Good old Jersey Joe from 9:70 a.m.
Yes.
Check him out when we're sucking. Just go over there and check him out for a few minutes.
He's a good boy.
It. He is a good boy. All right. So Roland canceled on the Cop Show premiere because he was climbing fire escapes.
He didn't feel like coming.
Yeah.
With single digits and ice on the fire escapes.
Right.
That's not smart. Well, the not smart part is opening his window and then going back down the fire escape.
Yeah. We're taking
To return a butter knife?
Taking the wrong keys is the dumb part.
Yeah.
Why would his window be open anyway? It was 12 degrees
No, he
yesterday.
had to just push it up, I guess.
With a butter knife?
No, the butter knife probably helped him jimmy something. It's always nice that we all know how to break into Roland's apartment.
The window's open.
Sam, let me explain something
Because
about
I'm hot.
living.
I'll say.
By nature.
You are hot.
Because my tummy's a little bit big.
Well said.
When you live in New York, you even in the middle of winter, you keep your windows open. These apartments get fucking hot, really hot.
Yeah.
I turn on my heat maybe 5 times a year.
My heat's on in the living room, but in my bedroom, if I had air conditioning, I'd run it. Not like today.
Yeah.
But anything under like between 30 and 50, I'd run air conditioning if I could.
In my building, all the heat rises, so I don't have to turn on my heat. It's unbelievable how hot these apartments get in the.
But you're talking about like
winter,
40 stories up, not 3.
Yeah, but even in those buildings, I guess.
Gets
Roland, does it get hot in your apartment?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a steam heat.
I'm telling you, it's a New
brutal.
York thing or maybe a big city thing in general, but you don't have to really. A lot of people don't put their heat on.
You
just
just
get
crack
everyone-
the window just to get a breeze going.
Oh God, yeah, and then the apartment dries out, and then you're scratching your legs over and over again.
You get some lotion.
I got some dry skin on my legs in the middle of
Ew.
winter.
Moisturize.
I don't moisturize
Yeah, you should moisturize.
I moisturize every day.
Me too, during suits.
during suits.
Oh, his dick he moisturizes.
Yeah. Roland got me hooked on Suits, and there's a hot girl on it. Who's the hot girl on Suits, Roland?
Probably he's talking about Donna or the Meghan Markle, this actress. She's really hot.
Yeah. All right. So you got a fan out there, Roland. Scott in Virginia. You turned him on to Suits. Can I see the news anchor?
Yeah.
You know, I decided not to take a look at this until right now.
You haven't seen this?
Nope.
Oh my God.
What Fox was it on? Fox Local?
It was a local. Yeah, it was in Ohio.
In Ohio. All right. So what, they were talking about Lady Gaga at the Oscars?
Yes.
Doing her Julie Andrews?
Yes.
And what, this anchor wasn't into it?
No, she was into it, but she said that she didn't know Gaga's voice sang that well because of the music that she's usually accompanied by.
Well, that's just dumb.
I mean, it's probably dumber the way she described the music that she's
Oh,
accompanied
no, I know
by.
where this goes. I just
Yeah.
haven't officially seen it. All right, push play on that.
Okay. You tell me what you think is the offensive part.
Okay.
Last night with this tribute to the sound of music. Afterwards, Julie Andrews joined her on stage, gave her a hug, and called it wonderful.
It was wonderful.
It's very impressive, though, isn't it?
It's hard to really hear her voice
Lady Gaga.
with all the jigaboo
Yeah.
music that she, whatever you want to call it, jigaboo.
Yeah, she has a nice voice.
She's a gorgeous voice. I never knew. Very nice.
Oh, my God. And why wouldn't the black anchor say, you know...
I think. Why would he say what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I think he knew that she really didn't understand
Had
what
no
she was
idea?
saying. Yeah, I believe her. Like no news person would say jigaboo to a black guy casually. She was trying to say like that, like jungle, like or maybe even jungle's bad, but that whatever the fuck you want to call it. She was just looking for a word, jigaboo.
Could have said dance music instead.
That's
that
true.
would have been a little better.
But how are you on the news and you've never heard the word jigaboo before?
You should have a pretty firm understanding of words that you can't say.
Right.
Jigaboo no one uses anymore though.
This anchor does.
You never you never hear jigaboo used. Like that's very, very rare.
That's old school.
That's old school, man. So I kind of believe
That
her.
was one of the words when I was growing up. You would throw that
Can we
around.
see that again? I want to see her face again.
People would, yes, Sam.
I just want to watch her face when she says it, because the anchor, there's a black anchor, so it's like she didn't. It's not like she got caught saying it. She's on the news.
And he was looking at her like, "Oh, isn't this cute?" Like,
do you think
you know
he
what
knew?
I mean?
I feel like if you look at his face, it hits him like halfway through, and he kind of gets like this look on it. Like he's not going to call her out on it because he doesn't want to make it a bigger deal for the news.
Do you think he knows that she doesn't know what she's saying?
But why wouldn't you call her out on it and have a discussion about it?
Because then the whole station will get in trouble.
They stink at getting real moments.
He's just trying to keep his job.
But that's a real moment.
That was news.
Right.
A lot of people last night with his tribute to the Sound of Music. Afterwards, Julie Andrews joined her on stage, gave her a hug, and called it wonderful.
It was.
It's
Can you make it bigger, Sam?
It's hard to really hear her voice.
Lady Gaga.
With all the jigaboo music that she do, whatever you want to call it, jigaboo.
Yeah, she has a nice voice.
Gorgeous voice.
His laugh says it all.
I think he's just shocked that she's. Like he's like, I'm alive on the news. And she's saying jigaboo to me.
Yeah, it's after the second one is when it really hits him. He's like, she did just say jigaboo twice.
Most of these young, pretty news anchors are just really dumb
bimbos.
I would say I would categorize them as bimbos in general, and then they're always teamed with an old school newsman.
Can we see the second one?
That's been around forever.
Do you think that do you think it hits him right here?
Oh yeah, it does. You can see it on his face, this silly girl.
this silly bimbo just say jigaboo
right
twice.
I've been doing the news for 40 years, and I've got to deal with this shit.
Tribute to the Sound of Music. Afterwards, Julie Andrews joined her on stage, gave her a hug, and called it wonderful.
It was wonderful.
It's very impressive, though, isn't it?
It's hard to really hear her voice.
Lady Gaga.
With all the jigaboo music that she do, whatever you want to call it, jigaboo.
Yeah, she has a nice voice.
You can see it does get to him a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
I want to know what happened after those. You do a few shooters, you're a different lady.
Exactly. I'm staring at this guy's hair, though. It looks like some kind of weird afro helmet he's wearing as well.
I hope she didn't get fired, though. Does she?
Where's the apology? Of
that's
course
one where you
apologize.
should. But that's kind of a legit apology. If you're on the news and you say jigaboo to a black anchor, you probably should come back and go sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
This is the big one.
Where's the other ones?
This one.
She started with this one. I apologize if I offended you. I had no idea it was a word or what it meant. Thank you for watching. But then someone got to her and said, look, that's not good enough, obviously. You got to go a little further, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then she said, where are we?
That's not hers. That's
No.
You lost her.
There she is.
All right, here we go. I deeply regret my insensitive comment. I didn't know the meaning and would never intentionally use hurtful language. I sincerely apologize.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that she said, my insensitive. Your comment wasn't insensitive because you didn't know what it meant.
Right.
It's only insensitive if you know what it means.
Yeah, it was extremely innocent. She had no idea. I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm ignorant to racial slurs that have been around for decades.
Yeah, but haven't been used much either.
True.
That she's young, that's one that, I guarantee you she didn't grow up here in Jigaboo.
But you just know that word was around.
Yeah, but still. It's just one that people don't use that often.
In Police Academy, they yell jigaboo. Is that true? Greg in Jersey. Greg?
Hello, boy.
What's up?
I was listening to Sammy this morning, and he mentioned this story.
Yeah.
And I never heard this word, ever. And I actually remember how to ask my father. In Proctor, it was like the little the troll boy for the jerk, whatever. And he says, the one girl, she's the light talking black girl, and she steps on his foot, and he's like, "You big fat jigaboo!" And Bubba Smith takes him and just, I think, throws him. It's either in one or two. I didn't even know what the word was, and I've never heard it since. You guys are right. It's way old.
Yeah,
you probably didn't know what the hell you were saying.
Just not one of those ones that gets used very often.
Fair enough, but, man, I just assume people know the old words.
Yeah, but that's one that, even growing up, it was used as a joke word. Jigaboo was never one that you would hear Or at least I never heard it used angrily.
You think black people got offended by that word?
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but it wasn't like...
I think it's on the same... it's kind of like cracker. When someone calls you cracker, you look at them like, oh, God, really?
Yeah.
That's what you got?
Jig, stuff like that. It's,
yeah, I don't know.
Plus, a jig is a dance. She's probably heard it before and didn't know what, had no idea there was racial.
But Lady Gaga doesn't have, quote, that jigaboo music in her music.
Well, bah, bah, but,
But that's pop. It's more just pop
like dancing music.
Yeah.
Her music's more dancey than...
Right, I think she would be referring to maybe a little more of a hip-hop feel to the music.
You know what?
Right?
I'll tell you what happened. Here's what fucking happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's dating a guy or whatever, and Lady Gaga came on the radio, and he goes, I hate this jigaboo music. Someone she knows said that, or maybe it was not a boyfriend, it was
maybe
a friend.
Her dad or something.
Her dad. Hey, listen to that jigaboo music. Yeah. You can't even hear her voice over that jigaboo music.
Yeah.
She goes on the news thinking that that's a cool, that's an insightful thing to say. Has no idea.
God.
Oh, yeah, I mean, because it's not like she just made the word up and it's a coincidence. She's definitely heard the word before.
And then the anchor looked at her and you could see she went, jigaboo, like she's making sure she got it right.
Yeah. I feel sorry for female broadcasters because if you're not hot, they don't want anything to do with you. This broad is dumb, obviously.
She's cute.
Right, she's stunning. She's very cute.
Knowing what words mean is not of value in the news.
Like Candy Crowley. She would never use jigaboo. She understands that you can't say that on the news.
Because she knows what words mean.
Yeah, Piggy Face would never use that word.
No, but...
That's why you don't have the news filled with, ugly broads. They want the hot broads. Right. They don't care if they're dumb, but they just want you to, look at them.
Pretty girl probably just heard that, though. That, to me, you would never say jigaboo music unless you've heard somebody say that. You just wouldn't.
She definitely heard somebody say that.
Absolutely.
But she's in broadcasting. I don't know. I feel like you just know stuff after a while.
You do, but that's a word she didn't know. She heard it and had no idea what it meant.
It is funny, though, that she comes from this school of thought where you hear a word, you don't know what it means, you don't ask what it means, but you're okay repeating it.
You know what? Yeah, it was one of those things where she probably thought that contextually she got it.
Yeah.
Like, whoever said it probably said, you can't even hear her voice. And she probably said, I love Lady Gaga. And they said, you can't even, how do you know you love her? It's this jigaboo music. You can't hear her voice. So she repeated that thinking it would sound smart.
Because she paused for a moment. She's like, how do I phrase this? Jigaboo music.
Yes.
Like jigaboo.
Yeah. She made sure he got it loud and clear.
Yeah. Oh, I said it.
Yeah.
But she looks great while being stupid.
She's very pretty.
And that's what we want from our local news, right, guys?
I don't even know if she might be stupid, but that one I give her a pass on because that's one that's old school. And she's not old enough to have grown up with that.
I
shit.
bet a lot of money she's not, that she's pretty stupid.
She might be.
I would say she's quite stupid.
All right, good. Dan in Canada, go ahead.
Boys, how we doing today?
We're doing all right.
Hi, Dan.
Good. I heard on another station, this chick's on the TV right now apologizing and crying her eyes out, so you should get Erock on that and play that audio.
Why is she crying?
We gotta, if she's crying, we need that clip immediately.
Wait, is this her first day back on the news?
How do we do this?
Yeah,
Will we be able to find this, Sam?
We'll look for it.
You should probably find it, but I'm with Jimmy on this. Either I'm stupid as shit. I've never heard the word either. I think I'm a pretty intelligent dude. So, dude, I haven't heard it. Never.
How old are you?
Never. 36. As of Sunday. Sing
happy.
They were able to just get rid of that word, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm learning something. I just thought everyone knew of that word.
Yeah, I see a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV. I do not recall that word at all.
Okay.
Like eggplant is a slang for blacks, but you never hear that.
Eggplant Friday.
I mean, I knew that as a kid growing up, but Mick. How many people know Mick is a smash on Irish people? Like I know that. You know that, but a lot of people probably wouldn't know that.
Dan, let me ask you this: do you know the term porch monkey?
Oh,
yes, I have heard that term. Yes.
That's just one that was more...
I just feel like it would be in the same category.
You know what, though? If you hear that, you kind of know it's something shitty about people.
Right.
Jigaboo music
just
almost sounds like it's describing music if you don't know what the fuck it means.
Because people don't really say porch monkey, and if they do, you're looked at as kind of a hack as far as trying to be racist. It's just goofy.
I mean, speaking of porch monkey, you know.
Well, we don't have to have a discussion about it now. I just want to know if you knew the term.
Well, I want to know what amazing point this guy's going to make about porch monkey. Go ahead, sir.
It could have been a moment. I had a good story.
All right, go ahead, Reed. I'm sorry. I'm not Reed. Where are we? Yeah, Dan. Go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
Dan from Canada. No, we were at the Olive Garden eating dinner one night, and my father, I know it's delicious. My father-in-law was telling a story. We're sitting beside a table of a few black folk, and he used the term porch monkey, and we were mortified. So that's my story. It wasn't that great. I'll stop talking.
All right.
Sorry, you tried.
Thank you. Let's go to John in, Alabama. Strap in, kids. John.
Hey, we're not all racist down here.
Sorry, you weren't supposed to hear that part.
Jesus Christ. Archie Bunker used to use the word jigaboo all the time. In fact, they would not let him say the N-word. He could say jigaboo, colored, spade, but he couldn't say the N-word.
I think I could up you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the famous Richard Pryor Chevy Chase skit, I think one of the words was jigaboo.
Probably was, yeah.
When they were working up toward the N-word.
What'd they say in that one? It was jigaboo?
I believe they said jigaboo. I believe they said cracker. Do you have that one?
Faye. I forget which one Pryor used.
Oh, wait, we found the feed for the Cleveland station, so we're seeing if she's crying her eyes out this morning.
By the way, Pryor's wife just came out and blasted Cosby, fucking Jennifer Lee Pryor.
Boy, did she. Good for her.
Yeah, of course. She's probably so sick of that fucking goody two-shoes while her fucking husband was getting, he was being condescending about Richard's cursing. Well, he's a fucking rapist.
Did Cosby take little shots at Pryor's language?
I guess at a personal level, maybe. But to me, personally, I think he was jealous. I think he was jealous that Richard had the fucking balls to say what he didn't on stage.
Yeah.
Keep doing fucking cake jokes. And then when you give a speech somewhere, let it know how you really felt. Mm-hmm. But he couldn't do it on stage.
What did she say?
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Richard Pryor's widow has torched in battle comic Bill Cosby, calling him a piece of shit.
Do they have to say torched?
Who fucked everything that moved. This is what Richard Pryor's widow is saying. Speaking on the podcast. Everyone has a podcast.
That was this is Allison Rosen's podcast, who was Adam Carolla's on air. She's good. That was his on air sidekick for about 4 years.
And she moved on to her own
I don't know
thing?
if he fired her or if she quit. I honestly don't know the story.
She called Cosby a hypocrite. Richard was dirty on the outside, but he was a good person on the inside, Pryor said. Bill hated Richard because he worked dirty. Bill worked clean, so therefore, Bill's just a fucking hypocrite and dirty on the inside, she said. Pryor added that during Cosby's decades-long heyday, many in Hollywood knew he was a horn dog. It was a well-kept secret that Bill fucked everything that moved. Wow, she's all in. This kind of shit that we're finding out about it is beyond. I wasn't aware of this kind of business, Pryor added. There are people in the business who were aware of it, and they're coming out now. She also said she believed Cosby's wife, Camille, whom he married in '64, knew about her husband's dirty deeds all along. Of course she knew, Pryor said. Why is she going for the okie dokie, as Richard would say? That's anybody's guess. I can guess why. Ka-ching, she said, making a cash register sound. He's done. Yeah, he's done, she said of Cosby. Jennifer Lee married Richard Pryor in '81, divorced him a year later, and then remarried him in 2001. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Comments come a week after another legendary okay. Yeah, that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
That's a really nasty one.
Yeah.
Especially finding out that he was shitty to Pryor. It's like, fuck Cosby.
Enough already.
Then again, Pryor did used to steal his act when they were. Is that her, Sam?
She's not apologizing here.
Okay.
You're trying to find it?
Yeah.
Is this from today?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If we're on it. Hopefully we get her crying. It turns out I learned more about her, too.
And it would have been in the beginning of the broadcast. She would have her do the whole broadcast and then talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the
Piece
beginning.
of garbage.
And she's Miss Missouri USA, see?
Oh.
If you get one of those Miss category, titles, they hire for the local news. No problem.
Sure.
When there's actual broadcasters that are like 4s and 5s that you'll never see the light
They'll
of
do a
day.
better job, though. If they were hired, they'd do a better job.
They would do an amazing job, but no one wants to see their, ugly faces. That's a fact in local news, especially.
Well, Fox is smart because they have a former, I think, Miss New York, Joanne on Red Eye. Nosachowski. No one can say her name.
Okay.
But
she's good?
She's hilarious, and she's really smart, and she's hot. But she was a Miss New York.
Usually that's the exception, though.
Yeah.
A lot of these news women are just good looking, just eye candy, and that is it. That's why they team them up with the old school news guy.
That's right.
So, and they figure that's a good combination to have.
I bet the news guy doesn't mind, though. It's like,
of course
you want to
not.
sit there with a hot girl all day. That's kind of cool. She has to look up to you like a mentor.
She smells nice, and she leans over, and you get to take a peek every once in a while. Because, I would assume reading the news every day is just a boring fucking existence.
Although there's a good chance that she's not looking up to him. There's a good chance that she's pulling the Scott and Todd on him. And putting this guy on the pay no mind list and thinking I'm hot, I'm a celebrity.
I don't know.
What's the old man doing here with me?
Nah, she probably knows he's the boss there, the head anchor.
She doesn't even know what jigaboo means.
Well, she's not in that case. She doesn't, but she does know. She's actually respecting her elder by repeating what he said. She thought she'd sound smarter and more worldly.
Was she right or wrong?
She was incorrect. Not a smart assumption.
They even say Jigaboo in School Days, the Spike Lee movie. It's coming in a lot.
Yeah, Spike Lee. The Jigaboos.
Right.
Were the and the Jigaboos. There was a song. The Jigaboos and the Wannabes, I think, were the two. He was talking about light-skinned blacks and darker blacks, and they were just doing a musical number about each other. Mm-hmm. And so the light-skinned blacks were calling them the Jigaboos. They were singing, the Wannabes, because you want to be white. That was a great fucking movie.
I haven't seen it.
You never saw it was Larry Fishburne when he was Larry?
Years. I got to check that one out again. I got to start watching these movies again.
You know who's in that? The guy that plays, I forget his real name. He plays the drug dealer in Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
he plays a guy named Julian in School Days.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, he did a few. He did Do the Right Thing too.
Mm.
Yeah.
One of our pals is checking in. He wants in on this news anchor
Sam
thing.
Jackson's in that movie. Do you remember that with Sam Jackson?
No.
Sam? You remember Sam Jackson in School Days? He's one of the guys in the parking lot. All right, got it.
No, it's okay.
I don't remember.
I just don't know the movie. I apologize.
You college kids! And they're yelling at the college kids.
I don't remember that scene.
I forget. I'm just taking a fucking obscure scene of a 30-year-old movie. Who's on?
that's fine. We got Chuck in North Carolina. Chuck wants in on the news anchor, saying Jigaboo.
How's doing, boys? Turn the fucking heat on. Is it cold up there?
Yeah, it's awful.
It's single digits today.
6 degrees when I walked in.
Yeah, it was 3 on the mountain this morning. Goddamn, when I heard that damn clip of that girl saying Jigaboo, I laughed my ass off. I hadn't heard that since I was a kid.
Yeah,
I think we all are laughing. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, what got me was there's a whole lot more offensive words than that. I know. I slipped it's been a couple weeks ago and said spear chucker, and some people got offended at me. But I mean, hell, I feel sorry for the girl. If she's from Kentucky, she knows what fucking Jigaboo.
No, she's from Missouri. Well, she was Miss Missouri, so.
Yeah, but Chuck, you said you haven't heard. You said you haven't heard it since you were a kid,
right?
No, it had probably back. I know my grandparents, and when I was like elementary school, I remember hearing it, but I hadn't heard that in years. That was funny, really funny. And I also heard that channel right there. One of them guys that might have been the same guy that was with her on that news. He said skin flute.
You know, you're not the only call coming in about that. Supposedly he said skin flute recently. What's going on with this news station?
Oh, they're off the damn. Where they at? Cleveland?
Yeah, we like Cleveland though. We got some nice people up there that listen to us there, Chuck. Hey, why did you use the term spear chucker the other day?
I don't know. We got to them. Some ignorant people got in trouble there in the town where close to I live, and it was some black guys, and they done something damn stupid, writing on the walls and throwing this. And I said something about it's just like a bunch of fucking spear chuckers.
Jesus, and then you got in trouble for that.
Well, I didn't get in trouble. Somebody said I was a racist, and I said, well, if they didn't act like a dumbass, I wouldn't have called them.
Well, all right, the logic is there.
Yeah, I mean, people. I hope she doesn't get fired.
Yeah, I hope she skates because she's just a dummy.
You reckon old Dick Face is gonna come down there and stir it up? What's his name?
Sharpton.
Yeah, that son of a bitch. Of course, if he can't make no money, he won't come.
There's some things in the news about Al Sharpton today.
He's a hunk of shit.
The Gardner family is basically saying he's in it for the money.
That's all he's ever been in it.
She was secretly videotaped, and she basically said Al Sharpton is in it for the, and then did this, the sign of moolah.
You got to do like that.
Moolah.
You do it fast for the moolah.
For the moolah.
He shouldn't even be walking around. He's been in so much trouble. Hell, if that's been a regular old white guy, that's been in jail. How much money does he owe?
Well, the white guys get away with it too, sir. Sheldon Silver is a bigger scumbag than Sharpton is, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least close.
There's a lot of scumbags. And y'all was talking about Cosby fucking everybody and everything.
Yeah.
God damn, if I had that much money and that popular, I'd been fucking everybody too.
Yeah.
Well,
of course, I wouldn't put nothing in their damn drink to stand there rubbing my dick on their feet.
Look, I don't have a problem with Cosby trying to get some pussy. That's his business. If he's married and he wants to do that, whatever. My problem is how he, went about it, drugging the women. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever, well, maybe I have, but back in the day, you remember them Quaaludes?
I wasn't, I think that was just before me, Chuck, for real.
And we used to get them damn Quaaludes and go out and damn give a girl a Quaalude and get some beers in her, son. That was automatically a piece of ass.
But were you sneaking the Quaaludes in her drinks?
No, you just give them to them. Hell, they was stupid. They didn't know no better.
Well, but what'd you tell them?
Tell them there's a good party pill. Take one.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's different than what Cosby was doing.
It's still a little rapey, though. That's a little rapey.
But you're probably right, but they would never pass out. There ain't no way I'd fuck somebody passed out. That'd be like fucking a damn pumpkin or something.
Well, me and Jimmy... Yeah, go ahead, Chuck. Sorry.
I just think that's gross as hell to fuck somebody passed out. That'd like be going to a damn funeral home.
Well, me and Jimmy have discussed it. That's his thing for whatever reason. Because, I mean, you got Cosby, all the money in the world. He's got the fame. He could get so many women because of all that.
Yep.
But his thing is, not only does he want the women, the extra women outside his marriage, he wants them to almost look like they're dead. These women were like saying they weren't even moving, and they would wake up in the middle of it. And that's what I want to know. What the fuck was he doing that most of these women were waking up in the middle of it?
Well, plus, he always acted like he was high and mighty, preaching to people, talking about, didn't he tell Eddie Murphy he talked too nasty and all that stuff? He wasn't no better than nobody else. He just just because he had a TV show where he was a damn good father and a doctor,
right.
He was a piece of shit like everybody else.
Well, I think that's one reason why people are being aggressive toward him is because of the goody two-shoes attitude he had towards so many other people in comics.
Yeah.
So
yeah, here's what I say about a lot of things. It might be basic. Sam's daddy might think I'm stupid for saying it, but everybody puts their pants on like everybody else. Ooh. Just because you're famous, you're a race car driver, you're a comedian, you're an actor. When the lights are gone and you're in your damn house, you're just a regular old person. And people do crazy shit. Whether you're rich, dumb, smart, it don't matter. People
not true. It's not true.
Usually it's...
You hear about Sam's daddy? Sam said something the other day. He said he was embarrassed for me or didn't like me because I was from the South and I sounded ignorant.
That's right.
Yeah, my dad doesn't like Chuck.
Really?
He sounds ignorant.
He does not like him.
Why?
Because my dad doesn't like...
people seem to like Chuck.
My dad doesn't like the...
Stop saying dad.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
Oh, yeah, it's annoying, though.
My father doesn't like the Southern...
Padrino.
He doesn't like the Southern stereotype guy.
That's right.
But he's not
I thought Sam's daddy was from Kentucky.
He is. That's why I think that's why he doesn't like it.
But he's not Chuck is just being himself, though.
Oh, I know. I don't. Yeah,
it's
I don't
not
have
a
any problem
character
with
or
it.
anything.
Where in Kentucky was Sam's daddy raised up, or was he raised there?
He was born in Cadiz, and then his family moved when he was a kid.
Town.
How old?
I don't know. He was probably like 10 when he moved to Detroit.
Oh, well, oh, God damn, that's what's wrong with him. That fucking Detroit is the fucking asshole of the world.
Okay.
Well, I think when Sam's father was there, it wasn't as bad as it is today, right?
Yeah,
you're probably right. You go up there now, you can't even find a fucking grocery store.
Yeah, it's getting pretty scary up there.
But you tell Sam's daddy, if he was raised up in the South all his life and everything, I might sound country, and I might say what I think, but I don't think there's too much wrong with saying what you think unless you're scared to say it. Hell, I like sardines. Look, I like buttermilk. Cornbread and buttermilk, gosh damn, nothing better than that.
That's the thing my dad has to realize, that there is more in common between him and Chuck than I think he realizes.
But there's a lot of things that are better than cornbread and buttermilk.
Not in Cata's.
Oh my!
Have you ever had cornbread and buttermilk?
Hell no.
No, I won't either.
God, yeah, well, people that don't like buttermilk, they put it in milk. Now, I ain't talking about that sweet cornbread you buy in the damn grocery store and make in that mix. I'm talking about shit you make from scratch. It's good as hell.
He's right. My mom makes cornbread from scratch, and it's not even sort of sweet. The stuff they do in stores is not cornbread.
I like sweeter cornbread.
No, you don't. No, that's not how you do cornbread.
So your dad should get along with Chuck.
I think he would on a real level. I don't know. My dad's being closed-minded.
What does buttermilk taste like?
Oh, it's fucking awful.
Is it very buttery, creamy? What does it taste like?
It's real thick.
Oh, fuck no.
It's like it. A lot of people say it's like they make it spoil for just a little bit. It's really thick. It's an acquired taste. They
do make it spoil?
That's how they make it, I think. They get it to cult or a little bit, whatever they call that.
I'm not a fan of anything that says it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Wait, your dad will just drink buttermilk?
Oh, yeah. And he'll leave it in the fridge for like long periods of time. He ignores the date completely on the carton. Like, totally ignores it. Yeah.
Does it curdle or get sour?
It takes a long time for buttermilk to go bad.
Yeah, that's what
long time.
He doesn't believe. He thinks the dates are all bullshit on everything.
He likes buttermilk and what?
He likes to. I mean, he'll eat it with cornbread, but he likes to get like buttermilk and like saltines.
Oh yeah, I love saltines
with buttermilk.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I ignore the dates a little bit.
I would say, if Jimmy is damn, what is it, lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
You would not want that motherfucker to drink no buttermilk.
Oh, buttermilk. I think buttermilk would fucking kill me.
Imagine the farts, though, Jimmy.
He would shoot fire out of his ass.
Imagine the farts Jimmy would have with buttermilk.
It's so tempting.
I think it would kill us, not you.
Yeah. No, for me,
You was talking about an acquired taste. Did you like beer the first time you tasted it?
It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't.
No, I
didn't like Budweiser.
I like
the first time
brewskis.
I tasted it.
It's cold shit.
I don't think any like teenagers said, "Holy fuck, this beer is amazing." I think you're kind of right on that one.
But at least you get drunk off it. Buttermilk doesn't help a girl be willing to fuck you. So you don't tolerate buttermilk because no chicks ever like, give me a buttermilk, and then she's sucking your dick an hour later. Otherwise, people
you know how like you drink a glass of milk, and you don't drink any water behind it, little thing, it leaves that little taste in your mouth.
Disgusting.
You drink some buttermilk, you got to rinse that, buddy. That'll leave a clabbered out taste in your mouth.
Why don't we? I mean, certainly it's a bit hack, but why don't we at least try the buttermilk? I've never tried it.
We should wait till Thursday. That should be like the
Should
weekend.
we tease it all week? We'll tease it for the rest of the week.
Didn't we do it before?
I don't remember.
We did the greatest treats segment,
but
yeah,
who tried it though?
I did, and I think a couple others. We did buttermilk and
what does the buttermilk taste like, Erock?
It's almost ranch dressing.
Yeah. It's close. It's
So you
close.
loved it.
Just doesn't have a spice.
We did that, and I think we had pickles and something else.
And well, yeah, we definitely did sardine and onion sandwiches.
Yeah,
sardines. I can't do that.
That's my dad's favorite thing.
It doesn't sound bad to eat. It just sounds bad to smell or taste afterwards.
Never liked sardines.
I love a good sardine. I like sardine Earl. I drink it out of the can. I dump it all out of the can and I scoop it around my fingers and I eat it.
Oh my God.
Sardine Earl.
I can't
Shut up, hillbilly. I'm talking.
Sardines, man. I ate many of them sardines. I could shit through a screen door, man. Sardines are rough on me.
Do you ever drink papaya juice with sardines?
I have never drank papaya juice in my fucking
Warm
life.
papaya juice out of a can.
Warm?
Yeah.
Why warm?
It's just tastier that way. Swish it around your mouth.
If you can lick a woman's asshole, you can drink a glass of buttermilk once anyway.
Why don't you talk nice?
All right, Chuck. Thank you so much.
Boys. I was going to call in the other day, but I heard Sam saying his daddy didn't like me, and then on Sam's show the other day, 2 or 3 people called in and said a couple of things, and right before they hung up, they said, "Fuck Chuck." I thought, God damn.
Don't listen to them.
Wow, they're turning on Chuck already?
A little bit.
That's what happens with this show. They love someone, and then all of a sudden they fucking have to turn on them quick. All right, Chuck. Thank you, buddy.
All right, man. Y'all have a good day.
We are. Let's say hi to Lisa on Long Island. Lisa.
Hi. I don't mind Chuck in small doses, but Jesus, you got to move on. I'm stuck in traffic.
I wish Chuck was still on the line. He would have a few things to say to you, Lisa.
Well, between that and buttermilk, oh my God.
Well, I'm curious about the buttermilk now.
We had it.
Yeah.
I guess I just decided not to try it that day.
Why would you?
Thank you, Lisa. But the dates, I go past the dates.
It's gross.
Yeah, I don't like doing it.
No, I figure like to be safe, the supermarkets give you a date, but they know it's got at least another week. I go another week usually.
I'll probably go with being safe.
Really? So that day you're throwing everything out?
100%.
No.
Day of.
What about you want milk for your cereal? You don't want to get in your car and go get more milk, and the milk you got in the fridge is 2 days over.
It's dry cereal day.
No.
Or it's toast.
Don't you smell it or at least give it a little taste to make sure?
If the date's wrong, I'll smell it, but whether
it's 2 over is okay.
I just feel like it smells bad, and then I throw it out every time.
I'll go as far as maybe a week after the date. Then I start going, all right, this is getting ridiculous.
No, they give you a little breathing room. It's like your gas tank.
Of course they do. Yeah.
Not a week, though.
No, a day or two. Your gas tank, like if it says empty, there's always a little more to get you to the station. Right. Your car knows you're a douche, and it's just like, this guy always waits.
I bet you it's a week at least. It's not 2 days over that, because that's taking chances, too.
A week is a long time.
They give you some leeway.
I'm done with it the day of.
There's supermarkets. I think we've talked about this. I think it was in the news. They go into your supermarket and they buy all the expirations, the stuff that is now past the expiration date or very close at a deep discount, and they open up a little markets that are known for just selling stuff that are past the expiration date.
Yeah, but there's also a whole bunch of McDonald's in the hood. It doesn't mean it's good for you.
It's fine, is what I'm saying.
I don't think
people
so.
wouldn't take that chance, the lawsuits, if they're eating something that is truly went bad.
They'd sell it to poor people. They're not worried about lawsuits selling bad food to poor people.
Yeah, but I'll be both right.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We got Judy Gold next. We got the anchor apologizing.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, good.
Yes, I do, for saying jigaboo. I don't know if she's crying or not. We're going to find out right after the break. And the Eric Gardner, Al Sharpton story that we just mentioned. We could fill in the blanks there as well. But Eric Gardner's daughter basically saying he's all about the money. So quick break. We'll be back.